Welcome back to Fishing with Vance. It's a warm May morning, and we've had some warm temperatures here for the last, I don't know, 5 to 7 days. So I'm hoping that the water temperature's warmed up a little bit. The bass are starting to turn on. Catter was out here last night, fished for a couple hours and was able to catch, I don't know, at least half a dozen nice bass off the bank here. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to catch a few. Just me today. It's a Monday morning. Might be some spotty showers, possibly. I was supposed to bring my rain gear, and of course I did not, because I'm a goof. So if it rains, I'm gonna get wet. But at least it's warm. So I didn't bring as many poles today. Just have 4. That should do it. And see what happens. I'm gonna blast around here for, I don't know, 2-3 hours, and see if I can't, have some fun, relax, catch a few bass. Thanks for coming along. I'm gonna try everything, but I think the bait I'm really gonna give a shot at is the mustard colored tube. It's this time of year. That bait has been great for me. Spring, clear water, weeds just starting to sprout. I don't know, for whatever reason that's been good in the past this time of year when they started to turn on. So I'm gonna throw that a lot and see what happens and go from there. If I can't catch them on that, then we'll throw everything else. But I'm ready to catch some bass. But again, thanks for coming along on fishingwithvance.com. See these weeds right here? I'm just going to try to go along the weed line, weed edge with this mustard colored tube. Try to plop it down on the edge, almost like a jig type of thing. The issue you're going to have a lot is, if you make a bad pitch like that one, it's going to snag a bunch of weeds. But if you do drop it down there, it's either going to be weeds or a bass. I think I'll try to. Wind's blowing against this side of the weed bank. It's going to be a little windy today, so that'll make it interesting for the motor control. Might have a fish here. Yep, I do. There's the first fish of the day, is in the boat. And there he is, a little dude, but in the boat, 3 casts, and I already got a fish, so that's obviously a very good sign. So he's a little guy, but on the other hand, he may have confirmed my guess at this bait. So it could be a mustard, as we like to say, mustard Sally day. Could be. You never know. You never know. I have another. Nope. Thought I had another little bump right there. Thought another hit there. It was just weeds. Again, I'm going to catch a lot of weeds. I got an exposed hook on this. And this bait it's the 3.5-inch tube, and it's on a I want to say a 1/32 jig head. I tend to fish the lighter jig heads. This, again, probably going back to my Mojo background. I like a little bit of a slower fall. I've tried heavier jig heads, and for whatever reason, they probably work better. But I don't know if they work better or not, but I just don't have any confidence in the heavier jig heads. So it seems like for the heavier jig heads, I end up pretty much pulling up more of the bottom than anything else. And I guess for me, fishing this tube, You can see I'm doing a lot of casting. I'm just trying to throw it right in front of him, right on the edge of that weed line. I don't necessarily drag this along the bottom because, again, we have a lot of weeds here. I might do that when I go on that side, whenever I get into the around the rocks, but we'll see. We will see. There's one. There was one down in there. Oh yeah. There he is. A little better fish this time. I'll let that one go a little further down. So, and he got it. That's a little better bass. I'll take it. Bass number 2. Beautiful. Made it worth getting up in the morning. Sorry I got too close to the area, but that's okay. Sometimes there's a fish up against this, but that's alright. I don't know if I spooked them on or not, but let's see. I'm more interested in that. Oh, there's a hit. There he is. He's up there. Yep. He was up there. Oh man. It's gonna be a Mustad Sally kind of day. It sure is. It sure is. This little dude was. Let me get my pliers out. Another one. Oh boy. It's gonna be a mustard kind of day. Pliers are right here, Jasper. And I see a nice weed line right here. See, right in there where there's a pocket. I'm gonna try to throw that back side of that pocket as closest to the edge as I can. That's a bad cast. I'll go ahead and play it out in case he's in the middle. But again, we just want to get this thing to drop down as close to that weed line as you can. And go from there. It's a little bit of reverse. The weeds jumped off my motor. Oh, I like this spot. All right. There was one right there. Just like I thought. He was running with it. This guy had this for a while. Yes, he did. Oh no, I think I got you in the eye, partner. Sorry, buddy. But don't worry about it. Alright. Gotta look for big bro here. That's okay. I'm not gonna complain ever about catching fish. Ever. Alright guys, I'm pull up on a different spot here. Spot we call 4 times. And I got a fresh tube tied on. So let's see if these guys are up in here. Got a little bump. I don't know if it's a fish. Yeah, it is a fish. First cast into 4 times. Oh, this is a nice fish. This might be a trout. This may be a trout. And the way he's fighting. It may be a trout. It is a trout. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh yeah, that's a nice trout. Get in here. Oh man, it's a hog trout. Get in here. Oh my gosh. Look at this freaking trout. Wow. Holy smokes. That is a big trout. Let me easy, partner. Easy. Easy, 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 easy. Easy. These guys go crazy. I'll get you free. Okay, okay, okay. This is a big trout. He hit this mustard colored tube in the first cast up here. You can tell by the way he was fighting. Easy, buddy. Easy. I'll get you back. I want to get a picture of you. Alright. I'll measure this guy. He's 19 inches. 19 inches. Wow. That was a big trout. Easy, partner. Easy. I'm gonna get you back. I don't want you. Alright guys, first cast up in 4 times as I was saying. And I caught that nice trout as you guys just saw. So let's throw some more up here. So far the mustard tube is fresh tube. That trout couldn't avoid it. I was able to get him back. At first when I put him in, he didn't want to, he wasn't hearing it, but he survived. I put him back again. I think he just needed to catch his breath there. A little visit on the Pelican bass raider. He was pretty excited about it. So yeah. Good stuff. This spot of the lake is pretty deep, like where I'm sitting, and it bounces up pretty sharp up there, up to about 2 foot, little flat area, and it normally holds fish, and like you just saw, it held that nice big trout. But actually, the biggest bass I ever caught in this lake, caught just where I just threw that last pitch a few years ago. He's about 6 pounds. Getting another bite here. Must be a little dude. We catch crappie up in this area too, for whatever reason. But they're up in here too sometimes. But the lake is deeper here, which makes sense why there's fish here. Looks like I'm getting something playing around with it. There's definitely fish in the area. That's probably why that trout was up here. Yep. Another one up in there. Another bass. Oh yeah, the mustard tube is. Yeah, she's on fire. Hey, threw one up in that corner where he always is. I don't think he's a big fish. I think he just has a lot of weeds on him because I'm pulling him through the big weed bed. I think he's a little guy with a lot of weeds on him. And he is. That's okay. That's okay. You get that, yeah, a little salad with his mustard. You're a badass little dude. Fun stuff though. Fun stuff. Looking for his brother. Let's see if he's up here. A lot of times there'll be fish right on this point. Obviously, it's a good spot. There's weeds, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that. There's a weed line protecting them both sides, so yep. There he was. Right up in that weed line. There he was. Yep, that's fun. I love it when a plan comes together. And there he was, right up where he's supposed to be. Right at that point, bring it back to the weed line, and that little guy was right there. Oh, it's fun. And that's bass number 8. It's a deep pocket right in front of that barrel right here. A lot of times a fish will be sitting there. Yeah, and he's sitting there today too. He's sitting there today too. Come on, little man. Oh man, fun stuff. Spring fishing finally turned on. Oh, and he popped off. He gave me the middle finger, baby. That's what I get for saying I don't miss fish on tubes, huh? That's 2 in a row. Way to go, Vance. Oh man, he was a pretty decent one too. I called him a little guy. He was a pretty decent bass. But he was right in that pocket where he's supposed to be. That's fun. There's the fish. Oh, nice bass. He had that for a while. Oh yeah. Must have had Sally all the way down your belly there, man. Had a little bleeding. Get in there. You're all right. Bass number 9. Shout out to my old squad. I don't know if any of you guys watch these things. Probably not. You had enough old Vance. But shout out to my old team. Good luck with year end this year. So, pandemic, I haven't seen my old squad for a long time. But this is going to be the first June for me in 33 years that I wasn't doing a year-end closing. All right, we got a bump here. Speaking of year-end closing. But strange, this will be my first one in 33 years not to do a year-end financial closing. But instead, I'm going to be trying to do a catch some fish. Anyway, shout out to my old team. Miss you guys. And hope you're well during the pandemic. Back to the fishing. I once caught a big bass in this line one time. There's a hit. There's a little fish. It's a little guy. Oh, yeah. See, up on those rocks. They can't resist the mustard Sally. I'm going to give a shout out to the Catter. He was out here last night, was banging him on mustard. And that's bass number 10. Alright. Oh, I see somebody littered over there. You gotta be kidding me. See that cup over there? Hey. Come on, people. Do better. Holy smokes. Pick up your shit. Any of you guys that are watching this, obviously you fish. If you see somebody littering, just beat their ass. FishingWithVance.com. There's not too much that gets me fired up these days, especially now that I'm not doing year-end closings, as I just talked about. But one of them is definitely littering. So I'm going to rant for a second here. So if you want to skip ahead, go ahead. However, that cup over there, I mean, it doesn't have legs. It didn't run away from whoever left it there. They threw it down and then left it there. So now that piece of plastic is over on our lake because some lazy piece of shit didn't pick it up. I mean, it's not that freaking hard. I mean, I'm having a blast catching bass here. I'm not gonna lie to you. As I just threw one over into what we call walleye town. Well, that's a nice bass. They're quit complaining. Oh, it's a nice guy. However, beautiful, beautiful bass. Gotta love it. Fishingwithvance.com. Ran over. So that was bass number 11, and man, the mustard tube is throwing me back to yesteryear. It's a good spot right here where I just caught that one. They're often fish in this area. Again, same premise, deep water they can retreat to. Look, another boy up there. Look at him. Another guy up there. Another dude up there. There's a little dude. Oh, a little rock bass. Oh, a little badass rock bass. Love those guys. Oh man, I love the rock bass. Look at his red eye. Look at this dude. Fish up close, a nice one. Oh my gosh, that's number 14. Same thing. Pitching up shallow, bringing it back. Bass number 14. This is bass number 17 here, guys. And again, I've only changed this tube once, and it's just so fun catching these fish. Dropping along a weed line. Fun stuff. Alright guys, coming back to you, other side of the lake. I haven't caught a fish in a while. Slow down a little bit. Sitting at about 20 fish altogether. 19 bass and one real nice trout. So slowed down over there, so I come to the other side of the lake a little bit. See if I can grab a couple over here. This is historically a good spot. There's a fish right there. There he was, right on cue. Wants to be on Fishing with Vance. Oh, look at him. He couldn't wait to get some mustard Sally. You better slow your mustard down. See, somebody's living right here next to Goose Island. Yeah, I think he is. Come on in. It's on fire. All of a sudden the lake is on fire. One of those days. There's bass number 21, the Roberto Clemente bass. That was fun. Fishing with Vance, I caught something on it, little bluegill. Must have thought it was a perch, and he's chow time. See you, little guy. Funny stuff. Well, there's no sense beating a dead horse. A mustard tube is what they want, and that's what they're gonna get. So, back to it. There he is. Guys, there's no point in trying to feed them something they don't want. All they want is mustard Sally right now. Partner. Hey, he's okay. Fish number 22. Got you this time, little man. I got you that time. Alright, partner. That's bass number 23. This is number 26. I was ripping the tube through the weeds and that guy blasted it as I was ripping it through the weeds. It's a good time. Lake's starting to turn on. Turn on, baby. On fire. Fire. It's a good song. High players. Oh man, fun. Bass number 25. I'm gonna hit the barrel here. Where is it? There it is. Bass number 25 right there on the mustard tube. Can't be denied. See you, buddy. Oh, fishing with Vance.com.